Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. So, last time we kind of did that Alpine Dragon thing, and this time we're going back to doing the main kind of quest of this DLC. So, you'll see that we have our old party back, our DLC party, but I did find out something amazing just before we started the episode. Look at this, if I right click, I can just tell them to turn around. This is game changing. Well, I mean it's not really, it just means I don't have to click one way and then click the other way. But that's useful. It's good to know. Anyway, yes. I put them all in proper equipment. I unequipped everybody, put them all in back what should be their best equipment. One interesting thing is, with Devil of Karok here, she now is using the cape of the Master Mystic that was causing us some trouble at the end of the last episode with Edier. Because actually, if she gets hit invisible by a critical hit, it's really good. Because she can then get, I think she has stealth attack. She might not, but even that, she becomes untargeted. People stop attacking her. Seems great to me. She does not have stealth attack, but she does have backstab, I think, which does do damage from stealth or invisibility. So, you know, it gives her an extra thing, which is really cool. Anyway, we have two people to speak to. So, well, one of two people. So, Recluse of the White March. So we have to awaken a soul. We can either awaken Owena, a maid at Grief's Refs, who shares her soul with a dwarf named Gregor. He's corrupt and deceitful, so awakening him could make things interesting for the shy maid. Or Tanya, the overseer of the mine. She is a soul descendant of a hot-tempered woman named Zenov. As violent as Zenov's final memories were, awakening her could be a risky proposition. Or there could be someone else. I don't think there's somebody else. I think we found the two. Right. I mean, I do remember talking to everybody. So it could be somebody who we've already chased off from town. It could be, it could be somebody we've killed. It could be somebody who we didn't save. We didn't save that one guy within the burning building. It could have been him. So I think we're going to go speak to Tanya. Because I think the old miner, she seemed very willful. And from what we've learned, like, the more willful someone is, maybe the more they can control the souls within them. I'm not 100% sure, but that's my logic. So we're going to go speak with her. Alright. Hello.
Got to speak up? My hearing ain't what it was.
Awaken, Zenov, and remember your battle in the feast hall. A tremor passes through Tanya's face, and then her rumpled skin goes slack. After a racking cough, she blinks like someone slowly coming to consciousness.
That name. It carries memories of death, war, fury, the taste of blood. What do you want with it?
Her eyes have grown unusually clear. A true warrior was buried beneath. It would explain all the dead bodies all around her. I need to enter Durgan's battery.
What trickery is this, stranger? You think a Pargrin would so easily betray her own people?
Her hands clench and unclench around an imaginary weapon. Zenov's essence stirs with the same battle-ready furor that you sensed during her memory from Durgan's battery. She is dangerous. Beneath Zenov, Tanya's overwhelmed consciousness struggles. We'll use our perception. You'd never betray Durgan's battery. Your loyalty is plain to see.
You speak like one who knows me.
Her fury abates and confusion seeps into its place. You test its contours for purchase.
Then you're not one of Zoltan's visiting merchants or Exandru's foreign zealots. You're one of us.
Even as Zenov speaks through the old woman, you feel Tanya's consciousness recover and steady itself. I know the door with a relief depicting an anvil and a crelented wall. Sound familiar? Her eyes fly wide and she recites something in chanting rhythm. Hammers of Durin ring loud. May the anvil's deep music resound. Walls of the battery safeguard our works from marauders and wilder alike. Abaddon's faithful travail by the forge and the fires that brighten the ore. She takes a deep breath and her eyelids droop. Inside the old woman's body, the personalities and memories of Zenov and Tanya vie for dominance. Tanya is beginning to surface, but Zenov is stronger still, her rage and panic temporarily diminished. You perceive both pieces of the soul as something fluid and malleable, if only for a second. I think we push Zenov's essence down, allowing Tanya to recover. She She lets out a great sigh, expelling the rage and trauma of her past life like so much vapor. When she looks back up with you, her eyes are bright with new energy.
Did I nod off? My, but I had the strangest dream.
She shakes her head and dusts her hands on her trousers.
So much work to be done. Pardon me, but I'd better check on those miners. At the rate they're going, it'll be another year before they clear that blazing shaft.
Okay, we'll leave. Cool, she seems to have gone well. This one doesn't seem like she's gone crazy. She's controlled it, she's taken the kind of the energy and refocused it into something else. That's good. Oh, and Kana finished with his quest. Nice. After failing to prevent 2 additional deaths, Kana and the monks were able to track down the murderer, a secretive scribe of the order that the other monks had believed died years ago. In reality, the scribe had been hiding in the catacombs beneath the monastery and progressively destroying heretical works that he believed spread lies about the origin of the gods. When the monks started to catch on, he killed anyone who raised suspicion. Rather than face punishment, the scribe leapt from the highest tower of the monastery to his death. In the scribe's subterranean laboratory, Kana discovered several suspicious vials of thick brown liquid. The monastery's herbalist identified it as a potent poison, the same that had likely been used to kill the monks. So we got the poison. Okay, cool. So we could potentially put that on weapons if we wanted to do 66 extra raw damage. It's not bad. We'll take it. Right. So let's level up. So Durance first. Durance is going to get his level, so he has 7 in survival, that gives him the 2nd level damage reduction. We don't really need him to go any higher than this, I don't think. So we'll put the rest into lore and athletics, so lore first. There we go. Now we have to choose what we want to do with them. We can give him interdiction. Once per combat he can daze a foe for 10 seconds. Okay. Oh, a selection of throws, so kind of an AoE. Or Inspired Flame. So this means he's more accurate with a sword or an arquebus, and it grants some lesser burst of summer flame once per rest, which does a very small amount of burn damage. That sounds awful, I think. Yeah, sounds like straight up awful. Anything down here? I'm just seeing if anything catches my eye there. I don't think so. I think none of these are really amazing. Maybe the friendly aura for accuracy might be good. It might be useful-ish. I don't know, maybe. We'll see what else pops up. I'm just going to scroll down each of these. We've gone through them before, so I don't think we need to go through them again. I give him extra deflection, but we're not really using him like that anymore. I could actually give him field triage or wound binding, which could be useful. So this allows healing of a small amount of health on ally, and this one is on the user. So actually having once per rest the ability to give health to an ally could be useful if we want to maybe go do things without resting as much. Also the extra leveled spells are useful. But overall, I think what we want to take is... I actually think Gallant's Focus might be alright with him. He doesn't have a modal anyway, or anything that... It's just like an aura. We don't need to put anything on. It just makes us more accurate. Seems good. Right, done. And I'll quickly toggle that on from... It's a reasonable size, yeah. So it'll be anybody ranged. So that'll help out the rogues and Aloth when we're starting a fight, and then just Aloth and him at the end. Cool. I believe it applies to himself as well, so he gets 4 accuracy.
Lead the way.
Okay, Manea. You are getting athletics, because that's all you're getting, never. And then we get to choose what we want to do. Accurate Carnage, which makes your second attack more accurate. Not interested. Barbaric Blow. Not interested. Gallant's Focus, again, could be useful if we want to maybe do that for the melee types. She'll always kind of be near Zawa, so that would pretty much give him accuracy all the time. But that's not what we're using them for. None of the rest really makes sense, I don't think. I'm just kind of double checking. I don't think they make sense. I think we want a defensive thing for you. Weapon and shield style could be useful. Because we've got her using a shield now, so that would give her 6 shield deflection. Shield deflection bonus would then apply to reflex. Sounds good. Sounds really good, actually. We'll go with that. Done. So that means that her deflection is now 99, because she's got a ton of stuff in there. And her reflex is 88. Wait, not 88. It's 100. So that's fantastic, actually. Yeah. Which one's that from? I'm trying to figure out exactly. No, it doesn't say. Oh, I didn't notice that level increases these. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. That'll be why being such a high... That must be one of the many things that goes up with level. So that is very, very interesting. Okay, so that's why when you're a higher level, it's easier to fight things. It's because your base resistances are higher. Okay. Devil of Croc. Stealth is something we've been working on, but athletics is kind of the second, so there we go. And then we can choose what we want to do. So deflecting assault. So this modifies reckless assault to give her more deflection. So basically it means it's a -3 instead of a -8 on deflecting assault. So that could be useful. Shadowing Beyond. So 2 per rest, she can go invisible. Not that useful. Veteran's Recovery could be useful. We want to give her a little bit of extra health. Other things, offensive stuff, we could give her Gunner or Marksman if we want to be good at that sort of stuff. I don't really think that's necessary. Anything else jumping out at me? Penetrating Shot could be useful. Interrupting Blows could be useful. Marksman, again, we already kind of mentioned that. Defensively, Superior Deflection could be useful. Just keeps her safer, basically. Ability to move quicker as well could be useful. Ooh, there's a lot of little different things that could be really cool and really useful. Quick switch as well. Ability to switch between her gun and her weapon. I think maybe we just go for Superior Deflection. Keep her alive. Right. And then Zawa. He is going to get... So we have Survival level 6. Level 7 puts him up to damage reduction again. And I think we want to get him to 10. So this seems reasonable. Okay. Now we can see what we want to do here. So lesser wounds. Lowers the monk's wound threshold, allowing him to gain wounds at a faster rate. So yeah, this every 10 damage makes a wound. So this would be every 8 damage makes a wound. Mortification of the soul. 3 per rest grants an extra wound. Yeah, if you use it on yourself. So that's if you really want to use your abilities powerfully. It doesn't seem that useless. Gallant's Focus we already have on a melee user. So none of those are useful for us. Offensively, again, we're not really sticking with the weapon. So two-handed style is not useful. Once we get a way to get rid of the weapon, we get rid of it because it becomes so much stronger. So none of those. Maybe Interrupting Blows would be useful for him. Actually, that could be a very useful thing for him. Defensively, though, Superior Deflection. It's something that I noticed there. Just 5 deflection is just actually really useful thing to take. So that puts him at 74. He's only 15 lower. No, he's only 25 lower than Cannot, which is not that bad. And it just kind of puts him a little bit higher than the rest. So you see the ones who've got Superior Deflection, they're just going to survive a little bit longer. So that's good. Right. Let's get out of here. Okay, now we're just going up the steps to Durgan's Battery. For some reason, the two groups have decided to take different routes around, but that's fine. And in we go. So, though the wind and ice have pried long, jagged cracks in the walls, the doors feel solid, as cold as a glacier. Gilded panels are arranged in columns along the doors. Though most depict scenes from daily life, dwarfs chiseling at tunnel walls, hollowing minecarts, or feasting at long tables, one painting at eye level catches your attention. It's a relief showing a crenellated wall, and above it an indentation in the shape of an anvil. So, let's place the anvil tile in the relief. The anvil-shaped tile fits perfectly in the impression. You feel a warm thrum in your fingertips as you snap it into place. So, oh damn, what did she say? Okay. Well, time to check her journal very quickly here. Quests, what did she say? Hammers of Durgan, walls, Abaddon. Okay. Hammers of Durgan ring loud, may the anvil's deep music resound. Distantly you hear the melodic chime of metal on metal in the low chorus of a work song. So, wait a second. Push the crenellated wall relief, strike the anvil relief, or strike the crenellated wall relief. Leave it for now. The thrum of essence dissipates into the brisk mountain air. Oh, so there's more to it. Okay. I'm just seeing if there's anything else we're missing. May the anvil's deep music resound. Okay. I suppose that'll be first, right? Hammers of Durgan ring loud, may the anvil's deep music resound. Let's strike the anvil relief. As you do it, a single ring tone whistles through the air, your hand buzzes and vibrates like struck metal. When you look back at the relief, the panels on either side of the wall of the anvil have... On either side of the wall, an anvil have come alive. Ogres and warriors of all races gather for battle, their shapes and silhouettes formed by flaring, horrelled heat patterns. The tiny figures move and dance, animated by the flicker and blaze of an unseen flame. Walls of the battery safeguard our works from marauders and wilder alike. You hear the heavy thud of some sort of mechanism loosening behind the plaque. Strike the warriors? The buzz of essence fades and the relief reverts to its original state. Okay. Safeguard our works. Oh, so I guess maybe we have to do some of the walls. So hammers, anvil. Then walls. Then, oh, I push the crenellated wall relief. It slides easily with the slightest pressure from your fingers. You guide it up and over the anvil relief where it clicks into place. Beneath it is a deep cavity. It's shaped like a dragon's gaping jaws. Abaddon's faithful travail by the forge and the fires that brighten the ore. Okay. Warm gusts from an open mouth. Warm air gusts from an open mouth, tingling your cold, numb fingers. So, examine the mouth more closely. The heat billowing from the mouth prevents you from getting too close, but the rim of the cavity and the tiny teeth surrounding it are blackened with soot. You accidentally inhale some of the vapors. It's odorless, but leaves you lightheaded. Okay. Use the dragon's tongue to light the fire in the mouth. Seems likely to be the right option. We could try and examine it more closely. It doesn't seem good. Use your torch to light a fire in the mouth. Let's press the dragon's tongue. Fire catches the warm vapor with a billowing whoosh. The dragon's eyes are alight, and flames lick at the edge of the mouth. A few seconds later, the panel is sliding away from you as two enormous doors swing open into a grand hall. We did it, I think. Not cleanly, but we did it. We solved it. Okay, cool. And it opens. Neat. Let's go in. Well, we've completed the quest Durgan's Battery. Wait, what quest do we have left? Just the White Forge. Okay. So what does that ask us to do? Descend below the Great Hall. The ground floor of Durgan's Battery seems to be deserted long ago. It's not clear where the dwarves went, but they left a mess in their wake. Okay. That's fine. Just move like this.
You can feel it in the air, Watcher. The dead still linger.
We can only hope. Just going to get rid of that little one there. But the dead are easy to kill. Okay. The statue of Abaddon is molted and tarnished, but each bolt and rivet appears to be crafted with meticulous detail. Okay. Stairs that lead upwards.
Hey, I've got something over here.
Ooh.
We earned this. Durgan's steel has lined our halls in gold.
Your vanity dishonors Abaddon and cheapens us all.
These weapons are ours. Or have you two forgotten how to hold a sword?
Okay.
The Malkachoa is strong today.
Interesting. Let's grab whatever this is. So we got emeralds and Durgan cogwheels. Okay. Oh, these are coins. Oh, that's currency. Okay. Then we get this one. Just more currency. Interesting. So we got an emerald there. That's a way up, we know, over this way. No idea where that leads. Ooh, spirit ran into that room. Okay, well, we're not... Ooh, interesting. Things to fight. I was going to say we're not going into that room, but we're going to be very careful about this here. Also, yeah, the door is not locked. That was my first check. This door is locked, though, and we can open it easily. I kind of want to fight these. What are these? Battery defenders. They look like automatons, but we'll see. Whatever they were called. Ooh, that's some sort of fire. Okay, interesting. Well, Manea go there. Zawa go here. Punch that one there. You, I want to fire at this one. You, I want to fire at this one. You, I want to just try and attack that one. And then I want you here to buff everyone. Actually, yeah, buff them.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That did
Well, that actually just gets our rogues buffed, which wasn't great. Oh, these guys are weak.
work.
These guys are really, really weak. Okay, never mind. Why buff anything?
Not even
We're just gonna kill them. Okay. Well, that's a new one. This is because we've been fighting strong stuff for so long. I was like,
I
oh,
will walk unseen.
this isn't optional content, therefore it's easy to fight. Huh. Okay. That is a really odd thing about this game, but I kind of like it.
How long before the commandants come to blows?
Did you see the look in Maroon's eye? Exandro had better watch his back.
Okay, so we discovered the feast hall. So I guess that's where we are now. Oh, more things. Oh, let's just come back. So we're kind of at the edge. So over here is where we want to be pointing. Right, let's just go forward like this. That's a lot more enemies. We're going to let them come to us. Okay. You attack that one. You attack that one. Go punch them. Right. You attack that one. You attack that one. You buff everybody. So you buff just a little bit in front because they're going to move. Okay. Want you to attack this one.
Let's try that again.
Okay, good. Everyone got some sort of buff. That's fine. I do want you to use Swift Strikes. I'm going to attack the back lot are all going to attack the shield wall, except for Durant, who's going to give everyone the
Zawa
accuracy
is
buff.
ready.
Okay. That's fine. Buff everyone up that way. Cool. Cool. Right. Anything else we want to chuck out? Binding webs, interesting. We try and knock down like the back lot here. Yeah, go knock down the back lot, and you shoot with the rest. Okay. Oh, that's why they're also stupid. I don't have their AI. I didn't have their AI on for most of them. That's fine. That's good. It was just because I turned off the AI for the Alpine Dragon fight. Okay. This is fine, yeah.
That's not very.
Bunch of knockdown. Zawa, we're not going to tell you what to do, but you guys all attack the shield wall. Okay. Now I'll attack the defender. Cool. That one's down. Attack this one. Zawa's still got his swift strikes on, so we're going to leave him as he is right now. While we all focus on those ones. Now you guys all attack the ice blight. Cool. It's immune to crushing, which is why the it keeps popping up when she tries to attack. She's got a flail now. I don't know if she had a flail before, but she definitely has one now. It's really good if you have no accuracy. Yeah, we'll hit that one on there. Cool, that's good. Oh, Zara killed his, and then that one's dead.
Cowards.
Ooh, interesting. That pops up there. It's just kind of a general voice going along the.
What?
What's this purple stuff that popped up at the top there? It's weird. Okay. We'll grab what's here.
I'll see what's ahead.
Yeah, it's like there's something watching us as we go through here. Melee damage bonus. Oh. Okay. That's really good, maybe, if we were fighting in melee. We're kind of still ranged, but, you know, it could be useful if we get a melee attacker. Like, Pallegina could probably make use of that.
Zoltan's the only one with sense. Anyone who says otherwise is a fool.
That cheat sold our steel and kept the coin himself.
Maroon? She won't rest until our corpses decorate the halls.
Okay, interesting. So there was some sort of kind of civil thing going on here. What we got here? Ooh, Ruby and Veloon. And then a bronze statue of Abaddon.
I heard ya.
Okay. So they do seem to worship this guy a lot, but that's not really a surprise, I don't think. Let's head round this way. Okay, so we're heading around the room that we were previously at. Let's just take a step forward. We're okay if we get spotted. Right. Attack the ice blight. Everybody. That was vicious. Okay, attack the priest. You can get in there. In there. Wait, are we using... We are using a gun. Attack that one. So we'll get our back line to all attack the ice blight. Okay. And Zawa will join the back line and punch it. Although it's immune to crushing, so that probably won't do anything. But yeah, go for the priest.
Zawa is ready.
Okay, now they're both attacking it. That's fine.
That's it!
Just, okay. Backline, target the new one. We'll get an accuracy buff on everybody, because we don't really need the other buff that we were doing. Like, we don't need, what was it called? The damage reduction buff, but we will put that down afterwards anyway.
I am no use.
Right. Damage reduction buff. I say I guess we'll get our backline is attacking the ice blight. Good. Cool.
That's how it's done.
This is fine. Where is Zawa? I think Zawa's been knocked down. Everybody attack this one? Yeah, that's fine. Zawa can use his Swift Strikes. Oh, we're all not attacking. Oh, because it got converted. That's fine. Zawa should use Swift Strikes. Cool. That works. And now everybody can attack the Ice Blight. And then we'll attack the Greater Ice Blight when it becomes friendly. Not friendly. I guess we'll attack it now. There we go. About to die. Zawa hit it. Almost down. Now we'll attack the other one. Cool.
That's not very helpful.
Didn't take very long at all. Hopefully. Yeah, it doesn't do it much damage, so that's fine. Right. Good. Got some stuff there. Also, we learned that the things on the floor are not pressure pads, which is good. Quick save. And sneak. Grab our stuff. Move along.
Do not succumb.
Found it.
Never mind. They are pressure pads. Well, some of them are. Just the first one wasn't, to give you a sense of false hope. Okay.
What?
Well, this is the room that the spirit ran into previously. Okay.
Fine.
Well, I'll check it out. Wait, are we all sneaking? We're not all sneaking. Well, that's fine. Yeah, this is fine. I think it might be time to do something a little bit more for Loth. Get him to knock down the back line if he can. We'll get Durance to buff us all, because we're all very, very close together. Zealous auras don't stack, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they stack, which is interesting, but fine. Yeah, and everyone else knows who they're shooting, I think.
I'm here.
Nea can't actually get in there, but that's fine.
That's it!
They all got knocked down. I'll attack the shield wall. Cool. Shield wall's dead. I'll attack the next shield wall. Cool. It's almost dead.
That's it!
Cool. Dead. Ice Blight. Should be fairly easy. Zawad's enough to get quick strikes on now, so we can use quick strike. So he'll hit it more often.
This fight is mine!
Next one going down. Yeah, he'll be dead soon.
That's it!
Now we can start moving in to attack this one. Possible. And it's down. Attack the ranged. Cool.
You should have run!
No problem. If our ranged move into the room here, this means that everybody can in fact join in and help. Good. That's fine. And then attack there. Manea's going to come through.
Like Mama taught me.
Cool. That's fine. Good. Oh, and then the Ice Blight that we made friendly. And scouting mode. Grab our stuff. Grab our stuff. Okay. Now just move around. Be very careful. Open that door.
Get out! Out!
Interesting. That was a trigger. Huh. Okay. I wonder what would happen if we just never open that door. I guess we just wouldn't get the voice line. Yes, we've read this before. Okay, that's fine. It was the Abaddon religious text, which I think we have read before. Or the Abaddon religious text, as they call it. A letter to Zoltan. We haven't read this before. Esteemed Coin Master Zoltan, I write to you in anger and bafflement. Have I not been a faithful customer to you? Have I not been fair in my dealings? Yet after all of our business together, your people turn me away like some filthy beggar. I arrived at the battery a fortnight ago, frost in my beard and not a morsel in my belly. Barely had I unhitched the horses when your Commandant Extrandru? I don't know, came to meet me. The priest told me that I would be made welcome, but my profane business would not. In short, I would have to leave at first light, my wagon's empty. Certain that this was but a negotiating tactic, I told Extrandru that I would of course see him compensated along with you. He left in a huff, and when I presented myself at the door, it was Commandant Maroon, your arms warden, who met me. She told me to leave at once and that she wouldn't have my coin-grubbing hands tarnishing Durgan steel. Now, I appreciate forceful bargaining as much as any man of coin, but I was cold, hungry, and put off by her verminence. So I showed myself the letter you had sent me inviting me to examine your latest stock of Durgan steel. Commandant Maroon drove a rapier through the letter and sliced it in two. She then warned me that her blade, a fine weapon indeed, would be the last I ever laid eyes on if I did not hie back down the mountain at once. Never have I endured such humiliation and expense, only to return home empty-handed. I hope you do not understand what has passed between you and your associates. I do not understand what has passed between you and your associates, but I urge you to take charge. I fear the other commandants will be your undoing, indeed if that of all Durgan's battery, if you do not deal with them swiftly and decisively. Yours, Mr. Annette of Cesaro. I'm sure we've heard that before. Also random set of quotations there. Okay. So, what do we get from this? We get that Zoltan has obviously been doing dealings without everybody else knowing, and they weren't happy about it. Yeah, and he's going to be underhand. Ooh, what is in here?
Damn you both! My generation built this keep to honor Abidan, not to further your greed and ambition.
Safe to say maybe they weren't meant to be selling any of the steel.
We're Pergrunen. Our forefathers explored and conquered, but you've stuck us in this frigid hall.
Okay, so he doesn't want to sell any of the steel. She wants to expand with the obviously superior weapons and arms that they have.
Paved with gold and marble. I won't allow us to abandon our legacy for your delusions.
Okay, so he's kind of on the side of her. Like, he kind of wants to go conquering, but really he wants to do it for money, and in fact he'd be happy just selling the stuff. And do we have a fourth?
No, you'll peddle it away to line your pockets. How much have you made selling our steel, Zoltan?
Okay, so she doesn't like Zoltan at all. Zoltan is... So she just wants to conquer for the conquering's sake, and does not want the money from it.
Again with your lies. You think I don't hear you turning the others against me? These walls echo, and...
Enough! I'll send the Forge Guardians on both of you if that's what it takes.
Okay, I want to know who this guy is, but I assume he's just a bodyguard. Okay, interesting. So, definitely, like, she wants to do something that isn't allowed, but she's kind of just complaining about it. Zoltan has actively been going out and, you know, sneaking around and selling stuff. And he's just mad at both of them because he wants to honor the gods. Okay.
Let's see what's
let's
in
open
here.
this. Yeah, we know what's in here, but we get, you know, a reasonable amount of experience. Ah, this is the war room. Okay. Ooh, we actually have several of those rings. Very useful. Suppress affliction rings.
I'll have this open in no time.
As promised.
Right. In here, we have boots that are sturdy. So defense against prone attacks and defense against push attacks. So if someone's trying to knock you down, that could be useful. Not right now useful, but could be useful in the future. Record of production. Here is a current accounting of this month's production. 20 longswords, 15 axes, 12 hammers, 7 maces, 2 flails, 7 full suits of armor for Forge Guardians, 3 additional suits of armor. If the Commandant's remark on production rates kindly reminds them that we've received 3 different work orders from Vassel, Master Smith of Durgan's Battery. There seem to be a lot of these like random quotation marks. Interesting, I wonder if that's meant to be a full stop. I'm not sure anyway. A note on the, in another hand is written at the bottom of the page. What does Exon True need with so many Forge Guardians? Keep an eye on him. M. So he's obviously building up the Forge Guardians to protect this like holy place, I guess? Are Forge Guardians like suits of armor? Or are they actually people? So what I'm wondering is, are they like the suits of armor that we've seen enchanted? That like the animats, that's the word I was thinking of. Or are they actually, you know, dwarves?
Fire casts light in dark places.
I'm not sure. Let's open this up. Oh, it's a rubbish gun and some oil. Okay. You think you'd glimpse flickers of movement in this tarnished, clouded mirror? And the same with that one. Maybe these are ways to go around the keep, like to teleport? I'm not sure. Maybe. Anyway, let's head in here. Okay. I can't see anything directly in here. Oh, I see a bunch of things in here actually. Kind of want you to run around the outside and get the siren. Manea's going to go for the shield wall. Devil of Karok is going to shoot the shield wall. Durance is going to give everybody the accuracy buff because I don't know where we're all going to be standing in a minute. You're going to attack that one. You're going to attack that one.
Yes.
Go. Okay. Attack that one, the Wraith. Okay. So we have Battery Siren, which is some sort of weird spirit thing. We have a couple of Wraiths, and we have a couple of Battery Priests. Okay. I kind of want to use one of his spells here, Aloft spells. I think I want to use Bounding Missiles, because I don't think they have a lot of damage reduction. I think this would be a good way to get rid of them. Attack the Wraith. Attack the Wraith. Everyone's got the buff. Okay. Give as many people as possible, probably in the front lines, the accuracy bonus. Not the accuracy, the damage reduction bonus. Okay. Oh. Where are you going? Oh, it teleported, so he tries to run with it. I see. Oh, and he also got teleported. Manea got, or she got teleported. So Devil of Karok, melee weapon, attack the shadow. Blind it. We are going to switch to our melee weapon and attack the Wraith and blind it. I think you should just stun the Wraith if possible. Okay, give everyone the buff. Okay. Devil of Karok, attack that one. Where is Aloth? He's trying to run to cast, I see. Bounding Missiles on the Battery Siren. Okay. You, I want to switch to your melee weapon, and you can beat up the shadow.
What?
Okay.
Yes.
Nobody's down yet. Cool. That bounce was pretty good. You're attacking the Battery Siren. You are also attacking the Battery Siren. Good. Right. Stun it if possible. You, I want to switch to your ranged weapon, attack the Battery Siren. You, I want to go attack the Priest. Go blind the Priest. Right, keep attacking the Siren.
Ready when you are.
Cool. Seems fine. Manea's just been sitting at the back there, working her way through everybody slowly. You can switch back to your... I'm on the wrong person there. You can switch back to your gun. You can switch back to your gun. Everybody kill the batteries. Apart from you. You need to attack the defender. Okay, cool. Battery Siren's about to fall, I think. Yeah. This is fine. Battery Siren should fall any second now, hopefully. Another hit. Another hit.
Just like
there we go. Now everybody can attack the defender. Cool. And it's down. Great. Perfect. Let's grab all the loot. Oh, we got another level up from the loft this time.
He's a traitor to the battery.
Ooh, who's the traitor to the battery? Zoltan? Most of these crates and barrels are empty. Several are overturned. Looks as if they were cleared out in a hurry.
What does the flame reveal?
Okay. So it still doesn't look like anybody else has been here apart from the dwarfs. Ooh, what have we got there? Ew. Hailstorm. A cloak of dying boar. 5 endurance when endurance is below 33 per second per 33% per 3 seconds. Okay, so it keeps buffing up your endurance the more you're low on more you're low on endurance, and then it gives you will. Okay, interesting. A letter, a bill of sale. You unroll the scroll and see an inventory of weapons and armor. Swords, shields, breastplates, and helms, all listed as sold to Lucan of Dunrid. The bill is signed Commandant Zoltan, Coinmaster of Durgan's Battery. Okay, so Dunrid, I think we know from Dunrid's Row in Defiance Bay. I'm not sure if we know anything else about it, but chances are he was selling it to the filthy humans. And then a small button.
Found it.
And another thing. Okay, neat. Let's quick save. I think we found everything in that room, so let's move forward. Ooh, it's an icy room.
I'll have this open in no time.
That'll do it.
And here we have fine armor and money. Okay, and then encased within a thick sheet of ice, this dwarven corpse has been remarkably preserved, though its features are obscured by frost. Clutched in the dwarf's hands is a large, cloth-wrapped bundle, perhaps a pack. Okay, torch or hammer and chisel? Let's go for torch. You set your torch beside the frozen figure. By slow degrees, the ice around the dwarf's hands begins to melt, though the water occasionally threatens to douse your torch. In time, enough ice falls away that you are able to reach the satchel. Talk it open. The contents of the satchel are largely unharmed. You find a handful of stamped coins, some paper, and a scroll, along with a heavy iron key. Further searching uncovers nothing else. So, we got a scroll of restore endurance, we got 150 copper, and we got rolled parchment. And an iron key. A guard's key, it says. Okay. I don't suppose the rolled parchment is anything. Oh, no, it is. Maroon's getting suspicious. I've got her sniffing after Zoltan for the time being, but she'll keep an eye on me. I had the lads put the last shipment in with the coal, one of the carts across the tracks. I'm counting on you to make sure it gets topside. You don't mind getting your hands dirty, right? Gregor. Oh. So, Zoltan, although he's been a little bit greedy, he's not the one who's betraying the keep. But there is somebody betraying the keep.
She'll bring these walls down around us.
She'll bring these walls down around us. So that sounds like it's Maroon. Okay.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
What is in here? This is the guard's key, opens it. Okay. Nothing in here.
Regret this.
Do not remove any equipment from the armor without permission from Arms Warden Maroon or Captain Gregor. So Gregor is the captain. What's in here? We got an iron ingot and camping supplies. Well, we'll maybe camp here then. What have we got in here? We got a battered helm. Okay, the surface of this ancient helmet is pitted all over with dents like pock marks on the sea's scalp. 2 crusty sockets at the front of this mark the absence of what would have been horns. I think we'll just grab that. That sounds like a quest. Oh! Ooh, it's a cutscene. Garrod. The world around you blurs and fades to black. When your vision returns, you find yourself in a small wooden hut, its interior dimly lit by embers in a nearby fire pit. You're wearing mail armor several sizes too large for you, and clutched in your hands is an ivory horn of some sea creature, one end sharpened to a point. What are we going to do, Garrod? What are we going to do, Garrod? Your sister, Katha, huddles near you, her wide eyes fixated on the hut's door, which has been barred shut. The door shudders and splinters beneath heavy blows coming from the other side. Enraged growling can be heard just beyond the door. All at once the world halts around you. The pounding stops. Wooden splinters from the door hang suspended in the air. Katha no longer trembles, no longer breathes, her eyes fixed in place like a doll's. The wisp of essence you had followed to this point in the memory has dwindled to little more than a faint trail. However, you find by concentrating on what might have happened next, you're able to sense whether it truly did. Okay. So what are we going to do? Unbar the door and fling it open wide, wait, or take cover beside the door? Take cover beside the door? No sooner does your mind touch on the possibility than the world lurches back into motion and thunderous impact strikes the door. The door crashes inward as the young girl screams. A large creature, resembling a bear and taller than any man in your tribe, steps into the hut with a triumphant roar. It doesn't notice you crouched beside the door. Let's stab the creature from behind. You plunge the horn deep into the creature's back. It howls and thrashes in agony. Kathia dodges past the creature and flees the hut, and you're not far behind. The roars of the creature fade. Is that how it happened? It's been so long. Hard to remember. I had the vision when I packed up this battered helm. It's missing the horns. A helm, yes. My helm. I remember it, but who was I? Why haven't I returned to the wheel? Maybe if you knew who you were, you would know whether it was time to move on. The helm is all that remains of my old life. If you found some of me within one piece, perhaps my memories are scattered with the rest of it. Perhaps there is peace to be found in its reassembly. Okay, I'll track down the other pieces of your helm. Thank you, my friend. Okay, so we found a dwarf inside a helm.
Good thing I
and
sold most of my jewelry.
We have to figure out what the story is. Okay, interesting. So we can take the helm, right? Yes.
If it makes you rest easier.
In here, we have a belt, which grants knockdown once per encounter. Ooh, I might take that for Manea. And then these are not worth anything. So let's have a quick look there. What's Manea's belt currently? Damage reduction. I suppose that's not great. Zawa's belt is also damage reduction. Anyone have belts that are awful? I don't know. Oh, you don't have a belt, Durant. I guess you can have the knockdown belt. And it would be useful. If something gets onto you, being able to knock them down is very useful.
That'll do it.
Disarm the trap. It's level 11 difficulty. And then we get this one. So 12 accuracy shield that grants bash. So that's the thing where shields can hit. And 10% of ranged attacks are reflected back. And it grants thrust of tattered veils on a critical hit. Which is just crush damage back, I think. Right? Okay. This heater shield bears the black wolf of the Baggadrer line, as well as the personal sigil of the shield's last bearer, Mechrun Baldgrader. A renowned fighter, Mechrun had a reputation for practicality and ingenuity, and in his hands this shield was as much a weapon as his blade. Mechrun had a particular fondness for taking on spellcasters, for the shield could reflect his own foes' arrows or spells against them, and a blow to the face from the barricade was usually enough to put an end to further casting. While their Ungrader cousins went on to rule the Coldwater region, the Badgrader did not survive the War of Defiance. Mechrun himself perished in the Battle of Defiance Bay, and his shield passed into the hands of a series of noble masters before slipping from common recollection. Oh, okay, interesting. So, let's see, is this better than her current one? So it's got the same accuracy, it's got the same deflection. This one grants bash, so it doesn't grant the defense when stunned or the defense when proned. And yeah, I think it has the same deflection. I'm thinking this 8 might be added in, unless it gives her 20 deflection. Let's have a look. I think this is better if her deflection doesn't go down. Her deflection does go down, so this one does have another 8 deflection on it. The ranged attacks being reflected back is really useful if we're expecting her to be hit by a lot of them, and the granting this attack on a critical hit on her, it's like that's 35. It increases her damage by a lot. I think this might be worth it. Also looks a little bit nicer. So we'll go with that. Okay, well I think we're gonna rest here, get our damage reduction. Then we're going to pick up these camping supplies and we're going to end the episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.